All right, I might have come out in Crocs, but at least I didn't come out barefoot like Cortland did.
Bo Portland was just saying that when you face a spectacle defense, especially when he goes against a rookie quarterback, he's going to test you, he's going to bring stuff at you. I guess how much do you embrace the challenge when you go into it?
Well, I'm excited. They're coming off a short week, so they're going to be, they got one less day, so they're going to have to fit some things in. But I'm excited about it. I think it's a good challenge for us, good opportunity for us. Obviously they got a great defense. They're playing at a really high level this year, have in the past couple of years. So exciting for us, with this opportunity, a first road divisional game. So, I'm excited.
Well, last week you were asked about Lamar and maybe things he does that, and you said that you weren't going to compare yourself there, but have you been watching Patrick for a long time? What do you like about him?
Yeah, I've obviously watched him for a long time since he was putting up really good numbers in college, and then now obviously in the league, he's the best in the league right now. So everyone is trying to match him. Everybody's trying to catch up, I feel like, but he does a great job of just being himself, playing within the system, and makes plays when his team needs him to.
Even though you're a young guy, you told us, I don't know if it was camp or something like that, you can't let adversity define you, you can't let it linger. You're a captain, and now you turn around and go from Baltimore to the defending champ. How do you help turn the team's mindset and make sure that, because Cortland said one loss doesn't become two?
Yeah, well, you got to separate them. You got to take the good things you did at Baltimore, take the things you can learn from, and go into this game and not make the same mistakes over and over, and continue to do the good things that you did well, and do them at a high level and compete. And you can't always dwell on the past. Don't worry about what has been. You got to move forward to what is going to be. And so we're excited. We got a hungry locker room, and one game, one moment, one loss doesn't define us. That was a tough team. It was going to be tough to go on the road and win, and we were on there for a minute. We were in the game, and then we just let it slip away from us. So it's not going to crush our season by any means. So we just got to take the moment that we have. We get to go and play an undefeated Kansas City team, and go to their place and put the ball down and play.
Obviously, it's not one-on-one with you and Pat, but how much do you relish in the opportunities to compete against some of the best quarterbacks in the league?
Well, I love it. I think this is the epitome of why you want to play in the NFL. You want to play against these defenses. You want to play against these legendary coaches. You want to play against these Hall of Fame quarterbacks, and so I think it's the best. I think when you get to play in this kind of matchup, it's much better than playing maybe a team that you have the advantage over. So I think it's going to be fun. It's going to be tough. I think the mindset and the attitude going in with a tough game, I think that's the most important part. You want to play in these big games. You want to play in the tough ones, because if they were all easy, everybody could do it.
Well, it's not going to snow in Kansas City this week, but we're experiencing our first snow here. What's your experience like playing in snow games, and is that something that you like?
Well, I've never played in a snow game. I guess the closest it snowed, the day of a state championship game my junior year, and there was snow on the sides and the field was frozen, but it was probably like 30, 32 degrees, so it wasn't terrible. But I played in some cold games, but I know obviously in the NFL you can play in all sorts of games, so it's good living in Denver. You get to play in all of them, practice in all of them, live in all of them, so should be a fun time adjusting.
Bo, you've had some near misses to Troy on some deep routes. You've had some good hits as well. How do you continue to work on the dynamic now in the NFL that you obviously did work on extremely well in Oregon?
Yeah, well, I think with me and him right now, it's just a level of overthinking it a little bit, I think, and it's just trying to, the pressure and the ambition of we've already done it, we got to do it again, and, it should be easy for us, and that's not the case. You're going against different guys. You're playing in a different system. You're thinking a little bit too much, but I'm also not going to make excuses. We got to, hit them when they're open. So, we practice well. We do a good job of, making sure we get the reps in practice, and I think it's only a matter of time for, the explosives and the big ones are being hit again, and it's good to be able to, have those other guys like Court and all those guys to make explosive plays at the same time, so you can really kind of spread the ball out and distribute it well. And I just think we just got to stop overthinking it.
Well, you mentioned good against Baltimore. You guys moved the ball a bunch in the first half. What did you see when you went back and looked in terms of things that
Well, we were close. I think a few fourth downs short, a few penalties short, a few mental mistakes and missed throws and subtle things that happened throughout a game. But we weren't too far off, and I think we knew that at the end of the game, but the score kind of felt differently. And then when we were able to watch it back, I think, we were reminded of that. We could have gone into halftime with a shorter margin, and then it just was a while till we were back on the field. But, we got to help our defense out too and score when we have the opportunity. And they've, really carried us throughout the season. And, we had a chance to, help them out, and we didn't.
In that regard, KC is unbelievable third and fourth down in situational football. How important is it you guys are functional enough to stay on the field and play maybe a little keep away?
Well, it's always important, but it's not as much the keep away as it is scoring. You got to score points against a team like this, and get a lead, because a one possession lead, a one score game, they've been known to come back and make it a game and win the game. They don't just keep it games; they win games. And one I think valuable thing about them is they're not talked about being in one score games and all this kind of stuff. They're known for winning those one score games, and so that's what makes a championship team. That's why they've won, is because they win the close ones. And in the NFL, you play close ones every week. So, we're close, and we got to make it, a close game, and we got to go out there and find a way to win it. And it's just going to come down to all three phases of the game, both sides of the ball, just stopping them when it's critical, and then we got to score when we have a chance.
How much do you like playing in really hostile environments? Because you played in a bunch of them.
It's my favorite. I think I'd rather play in a hostile environment than a low level environment that's not as much fun. No fans at the game, and you kind of have to bring your own energy. I think these games are fun because there's a level of excitement and a level of passion going into the game. And again, I go back. These are the games you grow up watching and dreaming about playing. So if you're not ready for these games, then you probably don't belong in the league. But I'm excited about this, the hostility and the a new environment. I've never been to this stadium. It's well known around the league as one of the best, and so I'm excited.
Well, I know you've got plenty to worry about, but is there any fun trash talk in the conference?
You just kind of let that handle itself, and it kind of talks trash itself. So the guys know, and every once in a while you got to remind them and give them a subtle jab, but. At the same time, you're pulling for them, and they got to continue it up, or else, you're the one talking, and it kind of bites you. But excited for those guys. Obviously they're in a great spot with Coach Lanning and the team. They've done a great job of building something, and it's fun to watch them.